You serious?
Nick,
Yo.
plenty of ways to kill some time out there. Thank you for joining us and killing some time with us on this
That's right,
episode,
mate.
Nick. Thank you, the listener, for killing some time with us as well. You know, it's much appreciated.
You should thank me more than them.
Really?
Yeah, because I've had to come all the way here. You know, they're just listening to this in the comfort of their own home or in their headphones on their commute to work or whatever it is. You know, I've had to go out of my way to come here. So, you know, all thanks to me. No
Nick,
offense to the listeners. Love you guys, though.
I just want to give you a massive thanks, Nick, for coming down to this episode today. And you know, I want to give zero thanks to you for subscribing, downloading this show and keeping it. No. I'll take it back. I'm joking.
He's going to cut that out.
Yeah, we'll edit that out. Nah, man. Lots of love to you, the listener. I appreciate it, man. If you want to show us some love, you can click the link in the show description, which says review. And give us a nice 5-star positive review if you feel so inclined. If you feel like we are not up to scratch and we're not good, give us the lowest score possible, which is a 5 as well.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Funny that.
Yeah. So, Nick, you know we're in the world where retro is king at the moment. Retro's doing its thing. Like we've seen in our lives, we've seen 3 or 4 Spider-Man.
Yeah.
How many Spider-Mans have we seen in the movie world?
It's so stupid, man, the Spider-Man thing.
How many reboots have we seen?
I think 3.
3?
Yeah. I'm not a fan of all of that, man, because it's like, oh, Peter Parker. Yeah, that's what he looks like, and you build a picture of him in your mind,
Yeah.
and then you stumble across the Amazing Spider-Man movie on TV or whatever, and then it's like, hang on, that ain't Peter Parker.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
the like? I don't like all that.
Yeah. Too many reboots.
Too many reboots.
I think everyone, things that are very popular online, like Throwback Thursday, I feel like, it was really good then.
I put a picture
Great.
up on my Instagram today. In fact, a Throwback Thursday.
What was your TBT?
My TBT today was, I'll show you. The listeners obviously can't see this, but my TBT today is that. It's a picture of me when I was a child, riding around on this little, I don't even know what you call those things.
Tricycle?
Yeah, but it's not. It's got 4 wheels. But
You had a 4-wheeler.
It's like-
you were balling back then. You had 4-wheel tricycle.
and it had a face on the front.
Wow. My tricycle had 2 wheels and I had to lean to one side. One of the back wheels were missing just to keep it going.
Obviously, man had to caption it with Whipping Excursion.
Whipping excursion.
Get me.
But everyone does love the retro though. I feel like even for us now, I'm like, music was way better back in my day, you know, old school garage.
Yeah. Well, on the way
House.
here, I was listening to my classic playlist, and it's like, you know, Ja Rule and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's like, it's mad because a lot of people that go to clubs now, I'm sure they wouldn't even know what those tunes are. Like 18-year-olds who are out clubbing now.
Do you know what's mad is how some songs stand the test of time and people don't remember the context that they came out in, but they're just good songs
It's
anyway.
weird, isn't it? It's weird.
Like, Nelly I think he just got like his 10th platinum like disc for going platinum 10 times on that Country Grammar album that he dropped.
Like, you can still play, not all, because it depends where you're playing in the country, but you can still play in certain places, like Hot in Here.
Yeah.
And people are like, yeah, I know this. Or, tell you what's a big one in the regional gigs that still goes down, Drop It Like It's Hot.
Yeah.
From Snoop. And it's like, how old is that?
Yeah.
Like, there's people in there that clearly were literally toddlers when this tune came out.
Yeah, man.
But they still get down to it.
Yeah. Fat Man Scoop, Be Faithful.
Yeah.
You drop that in a club.
People love it.
Smash it. Hands up.
Yeah.
You hear me? Does its job. So it's, I don't know whether is that a human thing where things were always better back in our day? Because when we remember stuff, this is a scientific fact. I'm going to give you, this is non-bullshit. Apparently, every time you remember something, you take the memory out. And when you're in the process of remembering it, you tweak it a little bit and then put it back. So if you remember a good time, every time you think of that good time, whether you like it or not, your brain changes it a little bit. So does it get a bit sweeter every time you remember the first time you heard that song? Like maybe the first time you heard that song, you're like, oh yeah, that's a really good song in the club. And then now you're a little bit older, you're like, nah, when that came on, fucking hell, the whole club flipped. Oh, mate.
It was a banger.
I tell you, everyone was dancing. Oh, security had a great time. There was no trouble.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense because that's why people always reminisce about the good times in their lives or their era was always so much better. Like, because their era was so long ago or whatever, they've tweaked the memories over a period of 10, 20, 30 years. You know, like when you talk to your older relatives, it's like when they were young, it was like the shit. Yeah. Everything was like the shit.
Yeah.
But it's like, actually, everything is better now because, you know, you can fucking find stuff out on your phone within 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Whereas back in the day, it's like if anyone wanted to find something out, they had to go library.
Yeah, it was more like everything is shit.
Yeah.
Instead of the shit.
It's crazy, isn't it, when you think about it? Because even when I was at uni, it's like the internet was obviously around when I was at uni, but it was like it wasn't as developed as it is now. And I'm thinking I'm not even that old. Like Wikipedia was around, but at uni, Wikipedia is not a credible source that you're allowed to use. And it's like we still had to go to the library quite a lot, and it's like fucking hell. I wonder if uni students go to the library now, other than to just jam in there.
I think it's still a quiet study space.
That's what I mean. Do they go there and look at books?
I had to. I reckon unless you make people do it for studying, fuck the internet.
That's what I'm saying.
Straight internet or download the ebook and let's go. But with that being said, there are still things that I feel were good retro things to throw back. Like, I think sweets were really good back in the day when you could get penny sweets in the UK, 100 sweets for £1. That now I'd still enjoy getting 100 sweets for £1.
Do you know why they were better though back in the day? And this is like this when it comes to food stuff.
Yeah,
it's because of the all the things that are banned now.
Right.
You know. Remember there was a big. I don't know if you remember this. If you're in the UK and you're around a similar age to me and Marcus, you might remember. But if you're global, you won't have a clue. But a little while back, Smarties. There was a big hoo-ha with the candy, the chocolate Smarties, because the blue ones, they used to be like really blue, like in colour, and they would stain your mouth. Like when you ate them, you'd have like blue teeth and shit. Like, and then they banned the colouring in the blue Smarties, and now the Smarties ain't as blue. They're like a dull blue.
So now it looks like somebody sucked your Smarties.
Yeah, basically, that's it.
That's not the one. I'm not down with that at all. I don't want no half-sucked Smarties.
No.
But this is one that you'd remember, International Sunny Delight.
Yeah.
There was a big hoo-ha over that because kids were drinking so much that sunlight, they were turning orange. And coming home from school fucking hyperactive as shit. Yeah. But I mean, I think sweets back in the day, though, I liked stuff. I think, and that is something that even to this day, sweets nowadays, like that sort of stuff, like I want a bit of colouring in my fucking Smarties. I want 100 sweets for £1. What's a retro thing that you think you're not just twisting and making feel better?
Something that I really miss from when I was younger is, and you could still do this now, but less and less people are taking the option to do it because of the way technology has moved on, is playing a 2-player video game with your brethren sitting next to you. Like, you can still do it, but less and less people are doing it because you can do it all online now.
Yeah, man.
Like, I miss, like, playing Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Or whatever with your friend next to you and just, like, doing shit to put them off when they're playing.
Yeah.
Like, I miss that. Now it's just, like, all headsets. Like, people sitting in their bedrooms alone. And, like, although you're still chatting to your friends, it's not the same.
Nah.
It's not the same. I read this thing somewhere saying that, it was quite recently, more and more people are suffering from depression through loneliness in the social media era, which is hilarious because we've never been more social in terms of like engaging with our friends and different people every single day. But engaging with somebody on social media is not the same as seeing somebody. It's as simple as that.
100%.
You get different. Like, I'm not a scientist, right? But I guarantee you, if you spoke to a scientist, they would tell you get different chemicals released into your brain releases different chemicals and shit when you see someone, visual stimulation in comparison to, you know, talking on the phone or talking on text or talking, you know, through commenting on their picture on Instagram. Seeing someone's totally different.
Do you know what? I make you right. And I feel like maybe sometimes getting a little tiny little hit of the same endorphins that you get seeing someone online only makes you want to have a little bit more. Do you know what I mean? It's like someone giving you a cap full of Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, go on, I'll have a bit more.
Yeah,
instead of someone giving you a glass, and you'd be like, oh yeah, that was nice. But actually, I want to get back onto that social media thing real quick. But speaking of retro, we've been sent over something. It's on the table in front of you, Nick. It's called the NVX. I think it's 200. NVX 200. And what it is, it's a phone dock where you plug your phone in on the right hand side.
Yeah, but I can see that.
It makes your phone look like something It's not plugged in at the moment. I unplugged it so you could use it. But it makes your phone look like something that is... So I don't know. This might be a lost bit of technology in the next 10 years. Will this exist? What you are holding in your hands, Nick? Anything that looks like this?
What, a home phone, basically?
A landline phone that is corded.
This is mad though. So essentially, I'm guessing how it works is you dock your phone into it and then you can use it as if it's a home phone.
Yeah, you dock your phone into it. You can dial numbers off it. You can scroll through your address list. You can...
Using that little jog wheel.
You can. It rings like a proper phone as well. You can pick it up like, hello. And you can also play tunes for it from your phone as well if you want to play a couple Bluetooth tunes for it, just because it's got a speaker on it. Why not?
I do think something like this is going to be a thing of the past. And in a lot of households for people our age and younger, we've only got home phones because you need a bloody landline to have the internet. If, for example, me and my flatmate now, we've got a landline connected because we needed it to have the internet. We don't have a phone. We don't have a landline phone plugged into it. We've got the like cabling and all that crap. We don't have a phone connected into it. You know, like my parents, they still have a landline, but they don't really use it. Like they use their mobile phones now. So I think like doing this, it might prolong it because it might make it, oh, this is cool, this is retro, but I don't think it will. I don't think this will revive the landline.
I had fun with it. I had fun using it as a hands-free kit, like having a conversation with someone because the speaker was a bit louder than my phone. I had fun playing music through it. I think it's all right, but if I'm honest, with no disrespect to the products, like, I don't know, it's cool, but I think you have to be into having a headset like that. Like, you have to be retro and be like, yeah, I really like holding a phone. I don't know, my mum and dad might like it.
It's like you said, it's cool, but I feel like it's a novelty.
Yeah.
It's not something that you're not going to go, oh my God, I need to get a landline now. Yeah. Because essentially all you're doing still is plugging your mobile into it and then limiting yourself what you can do on your mobile.
Good dock for your phone though, charges it.
Yeah, that's good.
So your phone can charge while you're having a chat. That's actually a really good thing.
And also, I guess the only other good thing about it is you can pick it up and go 07765192555. You know, like people that answer with their phone number.
Yeah, or Nick, when someone's pissing you off on the phone, but you've got to be nice. You know how you can finish off a phone call, don't you? Yeah, that's it.
Slam.
Yeah, slam.
A bit like
down.
when you used to have the flip phones, the flip mobile phones, and it's like someone pissed you off. Bam!
Wanker.
Flip close.
Yeah. And then you'd be like, oh, hello? Hi, Mum, sorry. Oh, I didn't close it properly before I called back. Sorry, hi. But yeah, that's the NVX 200. See a link to it in the show description. I'd say it wins at being a good phone dock and you being able to make hands-free conversations, and it gives you that retro feel. Necessity, no, but a fun little gimmick, I'd say yeah.
Is anything necessary nowadays, though?
Hey, no. And we will talk about something, social media, which you mentioned to me, which reminds me, it's something that we spoke about last time we met and actually managed to kind of do. And we'll talk about that in the next episode. If you're listening to this on the day the episode came out, that's going to be tomorrow. If you're not, it's going to be now, if you download it. Plenty of ways to kill some time out there. Thank you for killing some time with us. I've been Marcus Bronze.
I've been Nick Bright.
Yeah. Cheers, mate.